solve some problems together now. So I need everyone to pull in your chairs, sit up straight and tall. Claire looks great. Emma's there. Thank you. Eddie, a little bit more. A little bit more. Thank you. I need everyone tracking me when I'm speaking, and the rest of the time I need you taking notes. You're going to copy down exactly what I write on the board as we solve these problems together. Remember that this is a chance for you to raise your hand and ask me questions about the math that we're doing right now. So get us started by reading us problem number 1, Claire.
Find the mean of the following data set: 10, 5, 6, 8, and 6.
Thank you. So what are we trying to find in this problem, Eddie?
Mean of the data set.
The mean of the data set. That's right. And remind me, Emma, what's the mean?
The mean is the average of the data set.
The mean is the average of the data set. Exactly. So how am I going to start finding the average of this data set? Eddie, I need you tracking me while I'm speaking. Tell me, Claire. Emma, I need you tracking me.
I add them and then divide them.
You add them and then divide them? Okay, let's start with the very first step. Read it to me. It's at the top of your notes. That's the first thing.
Add the numbers to find the sum of the data set.
Right. What's the data set, Emma, that we have here?
All the numbers that are in that problem.
So read them to me.
10, 5, 6, 8, and 6.
Exactly. So everyone go ahead and add those up. Kate, I need you to sit here. 10, 5, 6, 8, and 6. And what do you get, Claire?
34.
You get 34. Emma, what'd you get?
I got 35.
Kate, I need your pencil. Let me try.
At 34.
Eddie, that's a dinner. I need you some. Kate, what did you get?
35.
It sounds like we're having some addition trouble here today. The answer's 35. We might need to do a math minute after class just to make sure our addition is sharp. What's the next step that I do, Eddie? Oh, hang on, Eddie, I need you to pull in that chair. Thank you.
Count the numbers in the data set.
Count the numbers in the data set. Exactly. And how many numbers are in my data set? Kate, I need you sitting up. How many numbers are in my data set?
5.
5? Exactly. So I have 5 numbers. I'm going to write that. Claire's writing it along. Thanks, Kate. Thanks, Emma. What's the third step that I do, Emma?
You divide the sum of your data set by how many numbers are in the
Exactly. And so what's the division problem going to look like, Eddie?
5 divided by 35.
5 divided by 35? Okay, why do you say 5 divided by 35?
Because you have the 5 numbers and then you divide by 35.
Okay. So Emma just told us that what we do is we divide the sum of the data set.
Oh, so 35.
There we go. Perfect. Everyone go ahead and do that. 35 divided by 5. Thanks for writing, Claire. Tracking me when you're done. I've got Claire's eyes. I've got Emma. I have Kate. Eddie, track me. What did you get for your division problem, Emma?
7.
7. So what's the answer to our problem, Eddie?
7.
Yeah, exactly. Claire, I need you to pull in your check. And so let's use a complete sentence for the answer to our problem. Go ahead, Eddie. Use a complete sentence to tell me what the answer to this question is.
7 is the answer to the question.
Can you use the mathematical vocabulary that we learned today?
7 is the mean of the long data set.
Exactly. Eddie, I need you sitting up. Let's go ahead and move on to the second question. Read it to me, please, Emma.
Mr. Acosta was really tired last Saturday, so he took 4 short naps. Here is the number of minutes Mr. Acosta spent napping.
Pause. Claire, that's a demerit. I need you in your seat. All right, go ahead, Emma.
Here is the number of minutes Mr. Acosta spent napping. 10, 13, 18, 11. What was the mean amount of minutes Mr. Acosta napped?
Okay, so what am I trying to find in this problem, Eddie?
The amount of minutes Mr. Acosta napped.
Just the amount of minutes, like the total number of minutes? Am I going to add them all up to get the total? Yeah? Can you read me this line again?
What was the mean amount of minutes Mr. Acosta napped? What was the mean amount of minutes Mr. Acosta napped?
Kate, that's September, I need you focusing on your homework. So, Eddie, what are we looking for in this problem?
The mean amount of minutes Mr. Acosta napped.
The mean amount of minutes Mr. Acosta napped. Exactly. And what's the first step that I'm going to take to get there, Emma?
You're going to add all the numbers in the problem up.
All the numbers in the problem?
Yeah.
Have a look at step 1 and tell me which numbers I'm going to add up.
Well, it says add the numbers
Keep going.
to find the sum of the data set.
Of the,
Data set.
so are we going to add up all the numbers or are we going to add up the numbers in the data set?
Just the data set, I guess.
Yeah, just the data set, exactly. So everyone go ahead, add up the numbers in the data set. Thanks for getting right to work, Claire. Kate's on it. Thank you, Eddie. Track me when you're done. I've got Claire. I've got Emma.
You had positives for Kea.
You're really friendly when you ask me to read and when you ask me such a good job. And your general answer, like, I don't know, they're like really calm and quiet. And I feel like the quietness makes us like be more quiet. I don't know. It's just like if you can't hear my voice right now, like you need to be quiet.
I was actually, I was watching a video from
Before Thanksgiving.